Good morning, students. In last lecture we already discussed about the sound depend upon which factor. Mainly first is the temperature. When you increase the temperature, the speed of the sound is increases. Second factor, nature of matter, solid, liquid or gas. In solid, the sound travel more with a high speed than liquid. Then in liquid more than the air. Because in the solid the particles are very near, easily transfer the vibrating energy. But in liquid they require to move some distance to transfer the energy. And one more factor is there, humidity. One more factor is there, humidity. If a humidity of air is more, then the sound speed is more, because humidity is air. Humidity means water molecules are there in the air. You already know in the liquid the speed of the sound is more than the speed of the air. That's why the humidity is the second, that is the third factor. First is the temperature, second is the humidity, and third one is the nature of a material. Yes, now we start. Some factor we have to study. First is the frequency. Some terms we have to study to know about the characteristics of the sound. Yes, but firstly we do the activity 3. Activity 3. To see the nature of material. How sound depend upon the nature of material. Yes, if you have one table you have, on which one clock is there. Yes, you put the alarm on the clock. When the produce the sound, when clock produce the sound, one child put the ear on the table, and one child here only. This is the first, this is the second. And which one hear the sound easily? Yes, first one. Because in solid, firstly sound by one only. Because in solid sound travel very fast than the second. Because in solid the speed of sound is more than the air. Yes, one question is there. During rain, first of all you hear the thunder of sound, and after that you see the lightning. But actually first you see the lightning, the thunder of sound afterwards. Why? Actually thunder of sound produced firstly, but you hear the sound afterwards than the light. Why? Because the speed of the light, yes, you already know, speed of light is a 3 into 10 raised to power 8 meter per second square. A very high speed is there, 3 into 10 raised to power 8. But the sound speed is, 330 meter per second square, meter per second is there in the air. A lot of difference is there. The light travel very fast than the sound. That's why you see the light first, then hear the thunder of sound. Yes. One more questions come. One more question. Yes. One more question. Yes. Some child are playing near the railway track. But all child not hear the sound of the train, horn of the train. But when one child attach the ear with the railway track, then hear the sound of the train coming. Yes. Why? Because in the sound, speed travel in the sound is very fastly than the air. So this is the reason behind that. Yes. Now we discuss about these. Sound travel faster in solid than air. This was the third activity. And if you want to know about the sound travel faster in liquid than air, if you take one toy is there, when you squeeze like that, it produces the sound. If you in the air, it also produce the sound. But when you put the toy in the water, then you squeeze, it produces the sound. Then put the ear near the liquid. So now you observe in liquid the sound produces with very speed than the air. These are the two activities. Yes. These are the two activities. Now we try to know about what is the frequency. What is the frequency? What is the time period? And what is the amplitude? Frequency is defined as the number of vibration of body in 1 second. A number of vibrations produced in 1 second. Now we try to draw the graph between, yes, time period and displacement. This time, for example, this is 1 second. Now for the next is a 2 second. One more graph we try to draw here. Same. Now you observe the graph. When you increase the time, displacement increase, and up to there here time is a maximum. But when you more increase the time, it start decreasing, displacement start decreasing, like a pendulum only. Firstly, the displacement start increases, but when you again come back, displacement start decreases like this, then 0, then again increases, then again maximum, then again decreases 0 according to the time. Now come on the second. Yes, second graph we have to draw here. One second. Third. Just 1 second. Now try to observe these three graphs. First of all, you should know about the what is the frequency. Frequency is the number of vibration. You know, vibrating source is there. The same vibration is transferred to the medium particle which are the source have. Yes, is the number of vibration in 1 second. In 1 second, how many vibration? See here. In 1 second, how many vibration is there? Yes, to complete one cycle here. Yes, in 1 second. Here half only. Here one wave. This is the crest part and this is the trough part. So here how many waves? You know, this is the one complete cycle. Here 2 waves in 1 second. So now we try to know about the frequency. Here frequency, what is the SI unit of frequency is there? Actually hertz. It was a hertz. Now what is the, see here, with frequency here, actually is a frequency is a 1 hertz. And here is a 0.5 hertz. Because one cycle in 1 second, that's why it was a 1 hertz. In 1 second, how many cycle is there? How many vibration is there? One vibration is 1 hertz. If 0.5 vibration, half vibration in 0.5 hertz. If 2 vibration, that 2 hertz. Afterwards, I will tell how you find out the frequency with the help of time period. What is the relation between frequency and time period? Yes. So second definition also define a number of vibration or waves passing through the point. One point only 1 second where? Passing to the point in 1 second. In 1 second, here 4 point, how many waves travel? Here, how many pass? 2. Here half only, here 1 only. So vibration like this. Maybe this, maybe this. Already told about the longitudinal and transversal wave. Yes. So this is the definition of frequency. Number of vibration produced in 1 second. Here 1 vibration only, here half vibration only, here 2 vibration. That's why it is a 2 hertz, 1.5 hertz, 1 hertz. Now we try to understand about the time period. A time taken by a vibrating body to complete vibration in 1 second. See this diagram. To complete one cycle, how much time taken? 1 second. So time period is 1 second. Here, next you draw there, yes, 2 second. So here time in one cycle completed in 2 second. So it means their time period is a 2 second only. And here one, this was the 1 and this was the 0.5 second. So one cycle produced in a 0.5 second. So this is the time period, 0.5 second. How frequency actually is a 1 second, how many vibration? But here time taken body to complete one vibration. How much time taken to complete one vibration? That is a called time period. Their SI unit is a second. Now if you want to find out what is the relation between F and T, yes, frequency is frequency equals to 1 by time period. 1 by time period. Frequency is equals to 1 by time period. And you know about the unit of frequency is 1 hertz. In short form like this. And here is a 1 second only. So 1 hertz is equals to per second. This is the second unit of the frequency. Same, both same. Yes, this is the relation between inversely proportional. If a time period is more, frequency is less. For example, vibration more, time period is less. So frequency is more. More vibration is there in 1 second, the more frequency is there. More frequency, time period is less. If a time period you have more, then it take a frequency very less. Inversely proportional to each other. Yes. Now we try to find out the frequency by using formula like this 1 hertz, 0.5 hertz. Let's see there. Yes, for first, how you find the frequency? Here see the time period. For one vibration, how much time taken? Yes, 1 second. You put 1 second here, so you get 1 per second, and 1 second is equals to hertz. Yes, 1 hertz. Very easily. Second. Yes, for the second. See here. For one vibration, it can take a 2 second. So time period here 2 second. In second case, time period 2 second. You put here 2 second. So 1 by 2 per second. 0.5 hertz. Already told 1 hertz equals to 1 per second. Yes, both are same. Yes, this was for the second. Now come for the third one. Yes, if time period is for one vibration time is a 0.5 second. So here you put 0.5 second. Point come on up to 10 by 5 per second. So cut to 2 hertz. Very easily. By using formula you are able to find out the frequency. By using time period. Very easily. Yes. This for the time period. Sometime numerical will come upon the frequency. Yes. If one person 32 vibration in 10 minutes. Yeah, in 30 seconds. 30, you can say 64 seconds. Then find out the time period. Find out the time period. Time period is what? In one vibration, how much time is there? So here 32 vibration in 64. So if you want to find out the time period, you want to count for the one vibration, how much time will take. Already told about the unitary method. So here you want to find one vibration, how much time. So which thing you find, you have to put on the right side. You not write like this 32, 64. First this step, second 64, 32. Yes, which thing is okay? Because you have to find out the time, so time is taken in the right side, taking at the right side. Yes, so this was wrong, this was okay. So 32 vibration in 64 second, and one vibration, when you find for the one, you have to divide. Keep in mind. Keep in mind. You have to divide. So that was a 2 seconds. So time period is actually their time period is 2 seconds. Very easily by using find the unitary method. Yes. And you know about the what is the frequency. Now if you find out for the frequency. Yes, frequency, you know, 1 upon time period, you have to put there 2 seconds. So 0.5 second per second and 0.5 hertz. Very easy. If you want to find out the frequency directly, yes, directly by unitary method, how? See, in time period you have to find out with 1 second only, one vibration in how much time, and for 1 second, how much vibration, that is the frequency. Yes, now you have to find out vibration. So you have to put the vibration on right hand side. 64 second in 32 vibration, and in 1 second you have to find out 30 by 64 vibrations. Vibration mean hertz, frequency, hertz. That is 1 by 2. Yes, 0.5 already done by the formula also. Very easy method. So this is the way to find out the frequency and vibration. These are the numerical. Yes. Now come on the last topic, that is the amplitude of this lecture. Last topic of this lecture, amplitude. This is the graph of time period and displacement. So maximum displacement of this time, maximum displacement. For example, one graph like this. For example, this is the 1 meter or this is the 0.2 meter. Yes. Which one is a more, but first of all you see what is the amplitude, the maximum displacement. The maximum displacement of the particle in a medium for their position. If you speak loudly, the vibration of the sound, the amplitude is the maximum displacement. This is the distance. This is the amplitude. Maximum displacement. Here amplitude, this one only, this distance. If you speak louder, your amplitude is always more. For example, one person here speak. One person speaking from here. Yes. If loudness is there, but after some time their amplitude start decreasing and sound is dissipating. This person is very far unable to hear the sound because of the dissipating of the sound. Yes. If amplitude is more, loudness is more. More loud sound is there, more amplitude is there. That I will tell afterwards when we discuss the characteristics of the sound. Yes, amplitude is the maximum displacement. Which one amplitude is? This was the A2, for example. This was the A1. So which one is more? A2 is more than A1. And what is the unit of meter, centimeter? Same distance unit used for the amplitude. Amplitude. Yes, so this is our topic, students. In next lecture, we discuss about some more topic about the sound. Yes, thank you.